two young couples that I know who always pal around. Any place they're bound, both of them are found dancing with each other's wives. And should you have near, if you heard their conversation, this is what you'd hear. We understand each other, and we'd live a merry life. If I didn't know your husband, and you didn't know my wife, now we're made for one another, just like a spoon and knife. If I didn't know your husband, and you didn't know my wife, somehow my arms just seem to fit round your waist. Somehow your lips, I feel, must have the right taste. And tell me, why didn't we meet sooner? And where were you all my life? If I didn't know your husband, and you didn't know my wife, now these two couples mean no harm, it's just the way that they fool around and play and pass the time away. Kidding one another's wives, why, it's better than a show. How the girls both laugh and giggle when they whisper low, we'd love to be together with never a care or strife. If I didn't know your husband and you didn't know my wife, we'd always get along together, just like a drum and fife. If I didn't know your husband and you didn't know my wife, I've got a ring that's just a 5-carat wow. But a funny thing, my wife is wearing it now, and I'm sorry, I'd love to take you out, dear, but why should I risk your life? You see, I happen to know your husband, and you happen to know my wife. Now, I'd like to ask you people, who gets the worst of life? Certainly not the husband, and certainly, yes, the wife. Now, who has to do the saving? Working, but all in vain. Certainly not the husband. Why, sure, it's the ball and chain. And the married man, he gives his wife 50 per, and then every day he always borrows from her, and it's awful. Who has to nurse the baby, giving the baby life? Certainly not the husband. That's right, it's the wife.